Hello, everybody in the Way TV they are watching the TV right now. For the Arabic-speaking people, that I need to introduce my guest, Congresswoman Anna Isho. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. Nice to be with you.
I need to send to you all the regards and all the honor that all the people in the Middle East is honoring you for what you did in the Coptic in Egypt, and the people have been persecuted in the Middle East and all other countries that involve in that. The first question, Ms. Anna, is when exactly the first time that you received the complaint about Coptic persecution or the minorities in the Middle East?
Well, it certainly began with the invasion of Iraq by the United States of America. And as you know, it is the birthplace of Christianity. And there have been different periods of time where persecution has taken place against Christians throughout that region. And so I had many reports from Christians and organizations representing them in the United States, as well as families, reporting to me what was taking place. At the same time, there were reports of persecution of other Christians throughout the region and the countries that are a part of the Middle East. And so, together with my colleague in the House of Representatives, Congressman Frank Wolf, because this was a bipartisan effort. He's a Republican, I'm a Democrat. We decided that after trying to work with the State Department, and we were not met with total open arms. It was very difficult to get their attention. That we needed to introduce legislation that would create an ambassador-level position that would represent the United States in the protection of all Christians in the Middle East area. And so that's part of the background. And we've worked on this for some time. And the vote came up in early August in the House of Representatives, and it passed overwhelmingly. Every single Democrat voted for it, and just about every Republican did. So it was an extraordinary day with some 403 out of 435 members to receive that kind of bipartisan vote.
So it's a majority, which is more than 400
it's an
votes.
Overwhelming majority, because the majority of the House of Representatives is 218. There are very few pieces of legislation that receive the kind of support that this did.
That's perfect. And then the United States is now putting the budget for this project, and they approved it or not yet?
Yes, it will be. Of course, it has to be passed by the United States Senate, and then the bill goes to the president for his signature. But right now, the House has passed it overwhelmingly, which is a very, very strong message to the United States Senate. I believe that we will be successful there as well, and then once it becomes law, this will be established.
Perfect. Congresswoman Anna Isho, we are also, as a Coptic in Egypt, one of those countries supposed to be monitoring with religion freedom. As a Coptic, your office have a lot of claims, a lot of the people that did you receive any complaints, anything about Coptic in Egypt? Do you know the situation there? And how did you know that?
Certainly, there were many incidents that were reported in the international news. And so that was part of the background. And we had reports from human rights organizations and other groups as well. So this was very well documented, and that's why we included all of the Christian religions, and not just one sector versus and not another. We wanted to be as inclusive as possible, and it was based on not hearsay, but firsthand reports by those that were on the ground, as well as other nonprofit organizations and religious groups.
Okay, what is exactly? Can you explain for us a little bit about the task of the envoy that will be there, and the person that will be in charge? What is the limits? What is his job description there, and how he can handle that practically?
Well, I think that the listeners understand what the role of an ambassador is. That's the highest post in terms of foreign policy. Mm-hmm. And that person would be charged with working with the government, mm-hmm. As well as the churches and the representatives of the churches, mm-hmm. To protect and ensure that there is protection of Christians, and that they will not become the whipping post, so to speak, of either government efforts or other groups that might target them simply because they are a minority religious group in a given country, obviously including the Coptics.
Mm-hmm. Actually, what's happening right now, there is a lot of demonstrations from the Muslim Brotherhood against what this project, against that. They are going on the streets. They reject that. Even the government itself reject that, and they don't like to have envoy in their countries to monitor that. What if the government is not helpful or being partnering with this man there or the envoy there to work that? If they not success to participate or to be helping to monitor that, what is the next step?
Well, as you know, the United States has ambassadors mm-hmm. around the world, mm-hmm. and we deal with some very, very difficult governments. Mm-hmm. But diplomacy is certainly very, very much a part of our foreign policy outreach around the world. Mm. Now, there are many that have asked me why have an ambassador for this post. This is one of the great values of the United States of America. We have freedom of religion, and as I said, it is a great value of the United States, of our democracy, and it is something that the American people obviously value and have for more than 2 centuries. The framers of the Constitution set that forward. So this is something that is very important to us as a nation, and it would be part of the outreach. As I said, we have diplomatic relations with many with countries around the world. Every single country is not as easy to deal with as another may be, but we will press forward, not to interfere with a government, but for our friends and allies around the world, as well as others. We are saying that this is a high value, and that it is something to be revered, something to be and a value to be protected and projected as part of our foreign policy.
Congresswoman, and actually there is we hear that a lot of people assisted you in your battle fighting for religion freedom and gaining the overwhelming majority of votes. I think Congressman Frank Wolf in Virginia and some other people. Who is the most people that assisting you, the most person that assists you to gain this majority and to win your battle for fighting for the religion freedom?
Congressman Frank Wolf is a magnificent human being. Mm-hmm. He has a record in the Congress as a leader on human rights. He is a respected figure in the Congress for his work in this particular area and other areas as well. He has traveled to so many of the countries in the region met with individuals, with religious leaders, and others. So I would say that Frank Wolf, Congressman Frank Wolf, deserves enormous credit for his conscience, for his integrity, and for his doggedness in staying with this issue and a determination that we would move legislation forward that would address this very issue.
The last question, Congresswoman, an issue, if time frame, if we need to put a time frame to start the tasks of the envoy that will be there, considering the time, when you're expecting he will start his tasks? And
are you asking me when I would anticipate that the legislation would be complete in the Senate? Yes. I would hope that by the end of this year that the Senate will pass the legislation and that it will be sent to President Obama for his signature. And when it is signed into law, then an ambassador can and will be appointed at that time.
On behalf of our TV viewers and all Coptic Christian all over the world, we would like to thank you for your precious time and effort, and for being a great warrior in fighting for religion freedom in the Middle East, Congresswoman, an issue we need to thank you very much.
Well, I thank you very much, and I say God bless you and your work, and all those that really count on us to do this work. I think that it's a high privilege to be a voice in Congress on behalf of Christians throughout the Middle East. My grandparents came from the Middle East, were born there. My parents were born there, and so I'm a first-generation American.
Wow.
And actually, they fled religious persecution, and that was the story of my family. So this is an issue that's very close to my heart, and I'm very grateful for all of those that have worked with Congressman Wolf and myself, and we look forward to this legislation becoming law.
We need to thank you. We, in behalf of 40 million viewers here on all the speaking Arabic, they are honoring you, and we also, as a team of The Way TV, we honor you, and we waiting also to have more interviews with you. Such a blessed woman, Congresswoman like you, Miss Anna Ishu. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Bless you too. Thank you.